Warming up the neck, chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder, chin up, exhaling, right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. Drawing circles as wide as you can, moving with the breath. Change direction, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling, chin to chest. Bring the head back to the center. Inhaling, arms up, palms together, and exhaling down. Bringing the right arm across the body, clasping in with the left arm, looking over the right shoulder. Squeeze your upper arm with your forearm and feel the stretch in your outer shoulder muscle. And then release. Change direction, squeezing the arm in towards the chest, keeping the fingers nice and active. Relax the left shoulder away. Feel the opening in the outer shoulder muscle. Inhaling, opening the chest, bending at the elbows, and then drawing wide circles back, down, forward and up. As wide as you can, keep the fingers nice and active, strong circles. Reversing direction, back to front, back to front. Coming into eagle arms with the right arm underneath. Press the elbows in together and lift them up. Look up towards your thumbs, squeezing the elbows to open the shoulder blades. Inhaling to release. Coming into eagle arms, bringing the arms up. And then release. Inhaling, arms reaching up, looking up towards the thumbs. Exhaling towards the heart center. Hands resting on the knees. Table pose, wrists under shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under hips. Warming up the hips. Inhaling, bringing the right knee up, drawing circles up and back as wide as you can. Reversing direction, back to the front, back to the front. And then the left side, inhaling, the knee up, back, bringing it forward, drawing wide circles, and then reversing the direction, back to the front, keeping the shoulders nice and square, and then returning to tabletop. Send your right leg back, bend at the knee, exhaling, knee to the forehead. Inhaling, the thigh lifts, head lifts. Exhaling, use your core to bring the knee close to the forehead. And again, inhaling, lifting up as high as you can. Exhaling, drawing in. Inhaling, lifting up, feeling your thigh muscle working. Exhale, using your core to draw the knee in. And again, lifting up as high as you can now. Exhaling, drawing in and releasing. And then the left side. On your inhale, extend the left leg back and up. Exhale, drawing into the forehead. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, pulling the core into the spine. Inhale, lifting up as high as you can. Exhale, inhaling up, lifting up and drawing in. One more time, lifting up as high as you can. Exhale. And place the knee down. Send your right leg back, bend at the knee. Left hand reaches back for the foot or the ankle. Inhale, lifting up as high as you can. Using your thigh to lift up, draw the belly in. Draw your foot back away from your shoulder to open your shoulder. Relax your face and breathe. Exhale to release the hand, release the knee. Left side, inhaling the left leg back, bending at the knee. And reaching back with the right hand for foot or ankle, find your grip. And then inhale, lift up as high as you can. Use your buttock muscles and thigh to help you. belly in, draw the shoulder back with the foot, fixed focus, concentrate, and release the pose. Standing at the front of your mat, feet firm, thighs engaged, shoulders rolling back. Hands on the hips, step your right foot back. Bring both feet parallel with the toes pointing slightly inwards. Exhaling, folding forward, bringing your hands in line with your feet. Inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhaling, bringing the head down towards the floor. Walk your hands back if you can. Keep your elbows bent with your elbows moving in together. Keep your front thighs engaged, grounding down through the edges of the feet. Bring the weight slightly forward into the balls of the feet if you can. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the hips, chin into the chest. Inhale to come up. Bringing the hands onto the hips, bringing the elbows together behind the back. Exhale, folding forward, head coming down to the floor. Your head and chest want to move through the gap of your thighs. Again, grounding through the edges of the feet, keeping the legs straight, engaged thigh, elbows pushing in together. Chin to chest, inhale, lifting up. Arms come out to the sides, interlacing the hands at the base of the spine. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, folding forward, head down. Hands come over the head. Imagine you want to touch the ground with your arms and your hands. Keep the legs strong, thighs engaged. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Relax the face, belly in. Keep grounding into the edge of the feet to find more length. And then releasing the pose. Coming up on an inhalation. Exhaling, inhaling, arms out to the side. Exhale, fold forward, reach a hold for the big toes. Inhale, chest forward, exhale, head down. Keep the elbows moving out to the side, hips lifting up, big toe pressing down to the floor, fingers pulling the toe away from the floor. Shoulder blades together. And then preparing to release, chin to chest, inhaling flat back. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, rolling up. Fingers spread wide, shoulders relaxed, tailbone down, thighs engaged, heels down to downward dog. Lifting the heels, jumping forward, landing on the knees. Bringing yourself up, hands to the hips, knees hip width distance apart. Rolling the shoulders back and down, coming on to the toes. Pushing the hips forward, belly in. Bringing the hands down to the heels, and then really pushing the thighs forward, pushing the hips forward, keeping the buttocks tight, keeping the belly drawn in, lifting up from the chest, bringing the shoulder blades together, keeping this very active pose. So remember these things, pushing the hips forward, 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 tightening the buttocks, belly in, drawing the shoulder blades together, lifting from the chest, and then chin to the chest, releasing both hands at the same time, roll the shoulders back. Camel pose again, this time with flat feet, more challenging, pushing the buttocks down, pushing the hips forward, leaning back, hands find the ankles, and then pushing forward again, pushing the hips forward, thighs forward, keeping the buttocks as tight as you can, drawing the belly in as much as you can, shoulder blades drawing together, lifting up from the chest, relaxing the head. If it hurts the neck, you can bring the chin back to the chest, and then releasing the hands, chin to chest. We'll find rabbit pose here to release. So bringing the head in towards the knees, crown of the head on the floor, arms back, lifting the hips up, and release the pose. Bringing the hands forward onto the knees. See if you can challenge yourself here. Lifting up onto the toes, jumping back to chaturanga, inhaling upward dog, exhaling back to downward dog. Inhaling the right leg up, coming onto the tiptoes of the left, opening the hip. Keep your foot relaxed as you try to send your knee up to the ceiling and your toe over the body. Keep your shoulders in one line. And then release, and bringing the knee to the ribs and stepping the right foot forward, dropping the left knee down, untucking the left toes. Inhaling, hands to the chest, elbows to the side. Turn to the left side and bring your left hand down towards your heel. If that's not available, your calf or your thigh. Keep your right elbow up. Keep the back of your neck long. Keep sinking into your front hip. And releasing the pose. Inhaling, arms up by the ears. Exhaling, interlace the hands at the base of your spine. Pull your shoulders open. Sink into the hip as your hands come down to the ground. Your chest opens, looking up. Keep your belly in and your buttocks tight to help you open from the chest. Keep breathing and sinking into the hip. And releasing the pose, framing the front foot with the hands, straightening the front leg and folding over. A good stretch for the hamstring. Half Hanuman pose, keeping your spine long. Chest coming down to the knee first. Keep lengthening the spine with every inhalation, releasing the pose. Stepping back to downward dog. Inhaling, rolling forward to plank pose. Exhaling, knees, chest and chin. Sliding forward, shoulders back, cobra pose. And exhaling, making your way back to downward dog. Inhaling, the left leg up, opening the hip, keeping the shoulders in one line, knee moving up to the ceiling, toe moving back towards the ground. You can be high on the ball of the right foot if that's available. Keep opening the hip here, and then exhale, bringing the knee to the nose and then through to the hands, dropping the right knee down, relaxing the toes. Inhaling, hands to the chest, elbows out, turn to the right side, bringing your hand down to wherever it reaches, heel, calf or thigh, opening at the chest, keeping the left elbow up, looking down, keep sinking into the front hip, and releasing, inhaling, bringing the arms up by the ears, exhaling, bringing your hands behind, interlace the hands at the base of your spine, and bringing your hands down to the floor, lifting the chest up, back bend, keep your belly in, opening from the chest, hands down, looking up, and releasing, fingertips forward, sending your left hip back, straightening the leg and folding over your straight front leg. This is a very good hamstring stretch. Try to keep your back straight. And releasing the pose, grounding the foot, and stepping back to downward dog. Rolling forward, coming to plank pose, dropping the knees, chest, chin, hips up, elbows in, sliding forward on the inhale, rolling the shoulders back, cobra pose. Exhaling, coming back to downward dog. Inhaling the right leg up, exhaling, bending the knee, opening the hip. Keep your foot relaxed as you keep opening the hip by sending your knee up and over. Keep your right shoulder moving down to keep the shoulders in one line. Then bringing the knee to the ribs and stepping the right foot forward, dropping the left knee down. Lizard pose, coming onto the forearms if that's available, and straightening your left leg. If that's not possible for you, you can use a block or even keep the arms straight. Try to keep moving your left heel back and think of increasing the gap between your right hip flexor and your knee. Very active pose. Feel the hip opening. Keep moving that left heel back. And then releasing the pose, coming onto the palms, stepping back to downward dog. Left side, inhaling the left leg up as high as you can, bend the knee, open the hip, remembering to keep both shoulders in the same line, so dropping the left shoulder down to keep even. Feel your hip opening, And then exhaling, bringing the knee towards the chest and stepping the foot forward, dropping the right knee down. Dropping down to the forearms as we did before, or choosing your option to use a block or remaining on straight arms. Keep moving your right heel back to feel an opening in the right thigh muscle, and keep opening from your left hip. Releasing the pose, bringing the hands back and stepping back to downward dog. Inhaling, rolling forward to plank, coming down to chaturanga, inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, rolling over the toes, back to downward dog. Inhale the right leg up, bend the knee and open the hip. Bend the left knee, step the right foot behind, lifting up from the hips. Right arm back, keep the hips lifting up, wild thing. Your chest moving forward, and try to move your right fingers down towards the floor. Keep that left leg straight and strong. And then release, bend at the knees, bring the right hand back. Inhale the right leg up, exhaling, coming through three-legged chaturanga, inhaling to upward dog. Exhaling back, downward dog. Left side, inhaling the left leg up. Open the hip first by bending the knee. Bend the knees, step the foot back. Lift from the hip first, keeping the buttocks tight. Belly in, chest moving forward. Moving your left fingers back towards the floor. Keep lifting up from the buttocks and the chest. And then turning back, placing the hand down, keeping that left leg up in the air. Three-legged dog, coming through three-legged chaturanga if you can. Inhaling to upward dog. And exhaling back, downward dog. Legs extended, feet active, shoulders rolling back, palms on the floor, Dandasana. Right knee to the chest, sole down, right hand back. Inhale, lifting the left arm, pushing against the outside of the knee, twist. Keeping the left foot nice and active, grounding down through the ball of the right foot. Turn your right shoulder back. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Bringing the head back first, and then releasing the leg. Left side, bringing the knee up, left hand down, pushing the elbow against the knee, twisting from the navel, relaxing both shoulders away from the ears, right leg active, grounding down through the left toe, relax your face, turn the head back first, and release the pose. Inhaling, arms up, find length. Exhaling, folding forward. Reach a hold for a wrist if possible. Find your comfortable forward fold here. Inhaling, lifting the head first. Arms up, finding length. And exhaling, hands down by the sides. Bringing the right foot over the left leg, wrapping the arm around, right fingertips come behind the hip and looking over the right shoulder. Right shoulder moving back, looking down towards the floor, opening from the chest, both feet active. Bringing the head back, and then the left leg bends underneath the body, coming into a deeper stretch, inhaling the left arm up. Finding a bind if that's available, if not, just using the arm pushing against the outside of the knee, opening at the right shoulder, moving, twisting from the navel, keeping the big toe grounded on the floor, releasing the pose. Coming into cow face pose, knees stacked as best as you can. Inhaling the arms up, and then exhaling. The right hand will reach for the left behind the back. Use a strap if you can't reach. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine, and exhaling, leaning over the body. You can rest the chest against the knees. Keep the back and arms straight. Hips moving down towards the floor. Just relaxing. Very good hip opener here. Inhaling to release. Bringing the arms up. Exhaling, left arm wraps under right, eagle arms. Inhaling, lifting the elbows up. And then exhaling, long spine, elbows coming towards the floor, hands down if that's available. Relaxing the head. Heavy in the hips, relaxed in the feet. Belly drawn in. To release the pose, inhale, lifting back up. And exhaling, releasing the hands, straightening the legs out in front of you. Coming to a forward fold, arms up. Exhaling, reaching forward, forward fold. Releasing the head down, finding a comfortable place for the hands. Relaxing here, keeping the legs as straight as possible. Nice stretch for the back. Inhaling to release, arms up. Exhaling, hands down. Left leg crosses over right, twist on the opposite side. Left shoulder reaches back, looking slightly down to the floor. Keep the left heel nice and active, and the right foot pressing down towards the floor as you open the chest. Moving the head back, coming into a deeper twist. Bottom leg bends underneath, inhaling the right arm up. Reach for the outside of the leg or coming into a bind if that's available. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine and then twisting, looking over the left shoulder. Feel the chest opening. To release the pose, bringing the head back first. Releasing the arms, coming into cow face pose on the opposite side, stacking the knees as best you can. Inhaling, arms up. And then exhaling. The left arm reaches for the right elbow pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the spine and exhaling, leaning over, chest coming onto the knees or even over. Back is straight, relaxing through the feet, hips moving back, breathing here. To release, inhale, release the hands, inhaling the arms up once more. And then finding a twist on the opposite, right arm underneath, left arm up, lifting the elbows, exhaling, long spine, leaning over, elbows possibly coming towards the floor, hands too, just keeping the back nice and straight, and feel the gentle opening in the hips. Breathing into any tightness you feel. Feel the nice stretch in the back. On your next inhale, release, straighten the spine, hands release. Legs extended forward, toes active, inhaling, arms up, forward fold, bringing the head down towards the shins. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Inhale, lifting the head, arms up, exhale down. Lying flat on the floor, legs extended, arms extended, head relaxed. Bringing the right knee to the chest and pulling the knee up towards the armpit. Deep stretch for the hip flexor. Keep the left leg straight and strong as you extend the left toes away. Coming into a lateral stretch, right arm to the side, bringing the knee over and across the body. Keep the right shoulder grounded as the right knee comes towards the floor. Keep your shoulders on the ground as you relax the face. Releasing the pose, bringing the right knee towards the armpit once more, and then releasing left side. Inhaling the left knee to the chest, pulling it as close up to the armpit as you can, and keeping the right leg nice and active, toes pointing back towards the floor. Relaxing through the face, shoulders pressed onto the back. And transitioning to a lateral stretch. Left arm extends, keeping the left shoulder heavy, right knee moving towards the floor. Feel the stretch through the whole left side of the body. And then as you release, bring the left knee back up towards your armpit, hug it in, and then release. Opening the right hip, bringing the right leg across the left, interlacing the hands below the knee and pulling the thigh in towards the chest. Shoulders on the floor, head up towards the knee, use your core, feel your hip opening, your core engaged, relax through the face, and releasing the pose. Coming to the opposite side, left leg over, find your interlace, bring the thigh into the chest, head up towards the knee, hold here as you draw the belly in, relax through the shoulders and the face, and feel the hip opening. Releasing the pose. Knees up towards the ceiling, and then releasing the legs, whole body flat on the floor. Bringing the knees up once more, hugging the knees deeply into the body as you bring the forehead towards the knees, drawing the core in, bringing the chest as close as you can, closing the eyes if that feels good, and then releasing the pose. Coming into a side twist, left shoulder heavy, right knees coming towards the floor, both shoulder blades on the back. Relaxing through the face. Use your right hand to encourage a greater opening. Knees back up to the chest. Left side, extending the right arm, looking towards the right hand. As the knees come towards the left side, use your left hand to intensify the stretch. Keeping your right shoulder heavy, shoulder blades pressing into the floor, feet relaxed. Releasing the pose, hugging the knees towards the chest once more, and then straightening the legs out. Happy baby pose, bringing the knees up to the chest, feet up towards the ceiling, reaching for the outsides of the feet, pulling the feet down towards the floor, stacked over the knees, lower back grounded on the floor, pulling down, relaxing the back on the floor, and then moving to the left, to the right, massaging the whole spine on the floor, a release for the back. Releasing your feet, lying flat on the floor. Feet together. Inhale, both legs up, crossing the right leg over the left, double wrapping if possible. Extending the right arm, looking towards the right hand. Both shoulder blades on the floor. Feel the stretch. Releasing the pose. Straight legs once more up to the ceiling. And then left leg crossing over right. Double wrapping if you can, knees coming to the right side, looking over the left shoulder. Keep the left shoulder pressing on the floor, knees heavy to the right side. Feel the stretch and lengthening in your side body. Releasing the pose, bringing pointed toes up to the ceiling once more, palms down, exhaling the legs slowly down, and relax. Shavasana, relaxing through the toes, the heels, shins, heavy in the knees, the thighs, the hips and the groin. Heavy and relaxed through the lower back, middle back, upper back. Abdomen relaxed, ribs, chest. Fingers and palms heavy and relaxed. Forearms, elbows, upper arms relaxed. neck, throat, face relaxed, eyeballs relaxed, cheeks, jaw and tongue, everything relaxed. And moving the feet together, pointing the toes back towards the body, flexing in a circle, one way and then the other. Interlacing the hands, bringing the fingers up overhead, stretching the whole body, and breathing. Bringing the knees up to the chest, hugging the knees towards the chest, back of the neck long. Extending the right arm upwards and rolling over to the right side. Using the left hand to push the body up, keeping the head heavy, moving slowly to a comfortable seated position. Back straight. Namaste.